weird.
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are in the world. This is Film My Run on Zwift. My name is Stephen Cousins and we are broadcasting live around the world on Facebook, on twitch.tv, on Mixer and on YouTube. While we're getting everything set up, it would be absolutely awesome if you could go and subscribe to the Film My Run YouTube channel and also the Zwift Runs and Rides YouTube channel. You can also find us on Facebook at facebook.com/filmmyrun, on Twitter at filmmyrun, and you can also go to the website, which is www.filmmyrun.com.
That's a very strange beginning. Make sure everything's working all right. Seemed to be. I don't know why that beginning was so odd. There we are, never mind. Right, how's my green screen looking? Do we all like the green screen? It has dropped. The new New York course is here. So, welcome to Film My Run. Hang on a second, I'm going to take the screen. What's going on now? Right. Let's just leave it at that for the time being. That was frightening. Something's up with my stream. It's doing things I don't understand. Anyway, hello. Welcome to Film My Run Live. Thanks for joining me. You can see we're at New York. We're at Central Park. We are right by the lake in Central Park. We're going to run round the 2.5 kilometre course that is the run only path in New York. So here we go. Let's get on and do it, shall we? Are we sure? Let me just double check that my playlist is actually working. It seems to be very weird. It is working. Okay, gentle jog starts. I am watching YouTube chat. I am watching. Half my hat is gone. I'm watching Facebook chat as well. Hi Ollie. So we're going to have a gentle jog. I think if I get too close like that, look, my hat disappears because my green screen is only so far up. But we're going to go very... Oh, hang on, I'm not even moving either. What's going on? Okay. I need to pair then, don't I? Get this sorted in a minute. Gremlins in the morning is what's going on. Weird stuff is going on with my stream. I've not set up my... Right, there we are. Oh, finally. Okay, now heart rate. Come on, heart rate. Heart rate strap. Are you working? There we are. So we got heart rate. We've got a treadmill. We are now going to run. It's going to work. I promise you it's going to work. There we go. Goodness for that. So this is a 2.5k route. And what's interesting to note about this New York course is it is not just New York as you would see it if you went to New York in real life. The designers at Zwift have taken a lot of liberties, and you can see that immediately ahead of us with the above ground bridge there, the railway line, or the and also you can cycle and you can run up there on that bridge. There is a section on the park floor, and there is also a section of run and cycle path at a secondary level. And what they've done, from what I can understand, is they have created two New York worlds, essentially. One as it currently is, and one a look into the future of how New York might look, you know, in 50 or 100 years' time. And so we've got all these futuristic buildings and the above ground running level and cycling level. So at the moment there are about 900 people using Zwift. Hello Martin, he says he's looking forward to trying this run next. So yeah, look on the right hand side there, you can see the upper level. So we'll get round this 2.5 kilometre track course, and then we'll, dead stop. The Myron gremlin strikes. So we're having gremlins this morning. Problem with the stream, me not setting up my pairing, and now the treadmill does its weird thing again where it stops for no apparent reason. Well, we know the reason now, we think. CPU problem. And a lot of guys have been having their consoles changed. Oh dear, what's going on tonight? Sorry, gotta stop again because my iPad's now fallen off. But at least the screen hasn't cracked. That's good, isn't it? Right, let's put this back up. We might get started on this run in a minute. Ingrid's going to try this out at lunchtime. I know you guys, some of you are at work, aren't you, watching on your iPads or on your phones. Get back to work. Okay. Hopefully no more problems. No more crashes, no more things falling off anywhere. We'll be able to get this run done and have a good look at the course. If you look on a map of New York, you will see this path does exist in real life around the lake in the centre of the park. Although from the pictures I've seen on Google Maps, it does look a little bit more overgrown than this. So if you've got anything to ask, or if you want to give your opinion on the course, drop me a line. I'm looking at Facebook chat, I'm looking at YouTube chat. So we've got Ollie and Martin and Gwyn on YouTube, we've got Ingrid and Sarah. Hello Sarah. Sarah is asking if this course is based on the New York Marathon. No, it's not. No, we're just running around Central Park. So the whole course, the whole world is based in Central Park. And we've known this is coming for quite a long time. And it's finally dropped. The excitement has been building over the past couple of days since Eric Mins posted a ride and John Mayfield posted a run. So what we'll do is we'll go around this 2.5k loop once, and then I'll see if I can find a way to get up onto the upper level and run a little bit on that upper level there. Is that a see-through floor? That would be awesome. So that's a see-through floor. Look at that. And we've got a special run path. So up on the second level, you've got the cycle lane, and then it actually has a section dedicated for runners on the left-hand side. So that is good. Don't like getting knocked over by the bikes when I'm running. You'll notice we're going at a very sedate, gentle 9 kilometers an hour. A, because I did a bit of a run yesterday, my legs are a bit heavy. And B, because we want to just take in the sights without getting too tired and knackering myself out. There are some other people on the course. L. Jacob, R. Harlow and A. Blanche are somewhere running around the course. And then there are 923 other people on their bikes or running. But we'll see what we get when we get to a junction, whether we get an option to turn off or not. Hey Rob, Harlow. Let me give him a ride on as well. Slow down, and actually I need to put my camera angles on, don't I? Hello John. Bear with me while I just do this. So we'll give a ride on to Mr. Harlow. There he is, coming up behind me. And Blanche. And this chap here. Back to me, and then we'll put camera angles on. So just bear with me while I do this. Desktop. Where's my camera angles? There they are. Run as administrator, yes please. Right, so now we should start to get some different camera angles. Give you a different view of the city and the park and the run route. That's 1 kilometre covered. So I mean, it is quite short. The run only path here is quite short. Look at those steps going up there. That looks good, doesn't it? Awesome. Yeah, see-through floor on the cycle path and the run path up there. Look, see, if you look up, you can see the section that's reserved for runners on the left and right hand sides there. And look at those futuristic buildings in the background as well. That's a kind of a bendy shard, isn't it? Those of you that know the New York skyline, you'll be able to tell me what... Oh, flying cars as well. You'll be able to tell me what is a current building that exists and what is a building that doesn't exist in New York. I mean, I guess you could have a pretty good guess given the modern futuristic buildings are all kind of glass fronted and funny shapes like that one there. Okay, let's speed up a little bit. Cyclist flying through the air there, did you see that? Nice to see lots of foliage and the autumn colours as well. Thanks for the ride on, McMaster. So if this is your first view of the New York skyline, the New York course, do give me a shout out, say hello, tell me what you think of it. I think it's looking good. See, what's that building there with just a big spike sticking up? So I don't know whether we can actually get off this run path and onto other areas, or whether we have to log out and log back in again to... We must be able to. There must be turnings, mustn't there? But I haven't seen anything yet. And we are 1.5k in to a 2.5k loop. So we're only 1 kilometre. And then hopefully we'll see some turns somewhere. I've got a cup of coffee just over there. I'm dying to go and have a drink. Makes you want to go and explore some of those buildings, like the funny shaped ones, go get nearer to them. Look at that skyline, that's awesome. Ah, right, here we go, look. Run path in reverse. Oh, we don't want to do... Do we want to do that? Well, it looks like we're going that way. What do we do here? Okay, look, horse carriages. Right, hang on, let me just pick it. Ice rink. We got the ice rink. Let's go to the ice rink for a laugh. That looks good. Horse carriages. Run path in reverse. Well, let's go and have a look at the ice rink. That's what I want to do. I like skating. So, okay, we're gonna just do some random running around the new course and see what we can find. Okay, Ryan is gonna try Zwift out for the first time today. Awesome, Ryan, and on the new course as well. Brilliant. Okay, so here we are turning off the run path, and we're now joining the road. And off we go. So we're now on the road. But it looks like I'm turning right again in a minute. For some reason. Speed up again. So gradually increasing the pace. And Gwyn says looks quite lonely. Need a few dog walkers, he says. Yeah, I mean, obviously it's early in the morning in Europe, so most people in Europe are now at work because it is Friday morning, so people are at work, and I guess people in Australia are going to bed, and people in America are still asleep. So that's the reason it's pretty quiet. And you can kind of tell by the country flags there, the countries that seem quite prevalent there are Asian, Japan. Oh, now we've got some other countries coming in as well, but yeah, Thailand, look, and what's that Serbo? Where's his flag? But I think the countries that are awake now are Asian countries, so they'll be the most prevalent. But you've got most of the UK at work, most of the UK and Europe are at work, most of America is still in bed asleep, and Australians are all just about going to bed, aren't they? I think so. there will be more people, and it'll be good to see Monday Run Club on here on Monday. Cyclists just coming up behind me, look, slowing down to have a look. I remember when we first started running on Zwift, and the cyclists couldn't believe it. And you would get cyclists cycling right up beside you and slowing right down just to keep looking at you. Well, so we're keeping a gentle, steady pace now. Stay at this pace, 10 kilometres an hour, and we'll definitely cover a bit more ground. We want to have a decent look. I do want to get up onto one of the other levels if I can, so if I find a way to get up to another level, I will. There's the playground. We're supposed to be heading to the ice rink, aren't we? If you're watching on YouTube, hello guys, thanks for joining me. If you haven't already subscribed to that YouTube channel, Film My Run YouTube channel, do so please. It really help me out so I can continue making plenty of video content for you guys on Zwift and about real world running as well. And if you're watching on Facebook, hello as well guys. Click that like button on my Film My Run page. And then you can go and subscribe on YouTube as well. There's another view of the upper level see-through glass roads. Look at that curving road there up high. There are actually supposed to be some quite steep climbs, or some routes with quite a lot of elevation. That would be interesting to try and do some climbs. I'm quite into, I know I never was. Hi DIY Tech Repairs, hello buddy. I know I never was, but I'm quite into using the incline on my treadmill now. I wouldn't, you know, I mean, I'm not doing it now, 1%, you know, but if we do a proper hill, I'm quite into recording the incline as well. So, little change in my mental attitude to running on the treadmill. Jason Mellett will be pleased. Oh, people watching. I wonder if we'll have autumn in New York forever, or whether it's programmed to change with the seasons. Because the thing is, it's different everywhere, isn't it? So in Europe, it is autumn as we speak, or fall as you say in America, and. But in other parts of the world, it's not autumn, of course, is it? So, just about 3 kilometres done now, and we're looking for another turn off. I I don't know how far away the ice rink is. But if I can get up on a higher level, I'd like to do that. I'd like to show you. Right, let's click and see what other routes there are. The baseball fields or the ice rink. Let's carry on to the ice rink. As far as I'm aware, there is only one path on the New York course, which is run only. So it's just that 2.5 kilometre loop around the central lake. That's all there is. Obviously, you can run on everything else. You can run on all the bike lanes. There's no bike-only lanes. So DIY Tech Repair says the leaves are falling in Sweden, -5 degrees this morning, and he's about to head out for a 10k run, so good for you, buddy. Enjoy. I think we might do about 10k. Depends how far we get really in terms of what we see. I'd like to see some other interesting parts of the course. I don't want to do much more than 10 miles if I can avoid it. Will that be 16k? I did 10 miles yesterday, but yeah.
If you are interested in running on Zwift, then you do need a few things. First and foremost, access to a treadmill. You may have your own, you may need to go to a gym, but it doesn't matter what kind of treadmill you use. Secondly, if you are on a Mac or a PC, you will need a foot pod, and that foot pod needs to be an Ant Plus foot pod. It needs to broadcast in Ant Plus. You will also need a USB stick to plug into your computer or Mac, and that will receive the signal from your Ant Plus foot pod. If you're using an iOS device, it could be an iPad, an iPhone, or even Apple TV, then you will need a Bluetooth foot pod, specifically a smart Bluetooth foot pod. You can get them from Polar, you can get a Stride, or you can get a Milestone foot pod. These all connect direct to your iOS device, so there's no need for anything extra. And that really is all you need to run on Zwift. So get that foot pod, get access to a treadmill, and we'll see you on Zwift very soon.
Still heading to the ice rink. Theo says he likes it, he'll try and run tonight. And yeah, John Hancock tomorrow, run in the park. If you'd like to run around Central Park tomorrow morning, UK 9 o'clock, do come and join John Hancock for Run in the Park. The first time on the new New York Central Park course. Should be good. Hopefully a good turnout, because a lot of people will be drawn to the new course. So hopefully a lot of sign-ups for Run in the Park tomorrow morning. Hello Dean. And Dean is just having a practice run on Zwift. Little cold in the garage this morning. Well, it's a little boiling hot in the kitchen. So we want a middle ground between your garage and my kitchen, don't we? Good to have you on board though, guys. Okay, the sculpture is a left turn. Let's see what else we've got here. City rooftops, that's where we want to go. Let's go to city rooftops. Yes. Who's bothered about the ice rink? We can go to the city rooftops. I don't know if I've already passed the ice rink. So look, we're going into a glass tunnel on the right here in a minute. Oh no, it's changed again. No, no, no. Oh. Right, hang on a minute. I can alter this. I don't want to go that way. Let's turn round. Give myself the option. It's because of my camera angle changer. I have a program on my computer that changes my camera angles automatically. But what it also does sometimes is it changes the direction that I'm running without me wanting it to. So, right, let's do this again now. So, quick. It's rooftops. We need to make sure it doesn't change. City rooftops. Let's go that way. Yes! Awesome. Okay, here we are. So we are going up. Should I use the incline? Shall I? If we're going to climb, I'm going to slow down and use the incline on my treadmill. Let's see how steep it gets. Well, it is going to climb, isn't it? So, right, when we get to the climb, I am going to reduce speed and I am going to increase the percentage on my treadmill. So we'll do some actual real climbing. Here we go. So we're off the road and we're now on the glass path, the glass road, so we can see the bottom. So we're now up to 3%. Slow down. 7%. Slow right down. To 8 kilometers an hour. This is lovely. Look at this. 11%. Oh no, this is going to be steep, isn't it? Slow right down. 7%. 7 kilometers an hour at 11%. Back down to 8%. Right, I'm not going to keep messing around with it. Thanks, Roberts, for your ride on. So I don't want to keep changing the elevation. I'm going to have a look and see what kind of average gradient it is and basically stay there, because I can't be bothered to keep changing elevation all the time. I wouldn't mind if Zwift did it automatically, but manually doing it, pain in the backside. And Adam says the green screen looks great. Thank you, Adam. Still working on it, work in progress. So we are kind of gradually matching the incline up the hill on the glass road, and we're on the city rooftops course now. 4.5 kilometers run in just about half an hour. So nice and gentle. Why am I wobbling again? DIY tech repairs. It would be awesome if we could switch. I think you mean Zwift. It would be awesome if Zwift could control the percentage of the treadmill for sure. I think that's what you're trying to say. Yeah, it definitely would be a new and interesting change. Look, flying cars. Awesome. Oh, we're at 4% now incline, so we haven't climbed that much, have we really? But I am loving the glass road. That is fabulous. Speed up a bit now that we've come down in elevation. Still climbing a little bit. Oh, look at that, the tower with Zwift on it at the top. I don't think automatic control of the incline is going to come very soon. I have to be honest. But, you know, I'm sure they're still kind of thinking about it. But I don't think it's very high on their priority list of things to do. Oh, 10%. I've gone miles off. 10%. Come on, let's go up to 10%. So we're going above some of the buildings now, right over the top of some of them. Look at that, good views. So I'm at 10%. Zwift is now down to 8% incline. So let's just knock it down a bit. Another great view, look at that, fantastic. Awesome. So I think what I'm going to do when I've finished this live stream is I'm going to take the video and chop it up and make a short video of all these best bits. Oh, we're down to 3% now. So down, back flat again, pretty much. And 5k done. I think, for me, this bit of the course is more exciting, more interesting than the run path beside the lake. I don't know what you think. Paul Coe says this looks really, really good. I really need to get into this. How many times are you going to use the word really? Looks really, really good. I really need to get into this. Paul Coe, by the way, is a friend of mine who makes running videos as well. So if you like the videos that I do on Film My Run, the real world running videos, go and check out Paul Coe's channel as well. He's got plenty of marathons and ultras that he's filmed. Go and subscribe to his channel. And Paul has recently completed 100 marathons. He's now a member of the 100 Marathon Club. So well done, Paul. Congratulations, buddy. Good job. That was quick DIY tech repairs. So the only thing about incline on the treadmill is, unless you've got a very, very, very expensive treadmill, you can't do negative incline. So I can go up, but I can't go down. It'll make for a very interesting elevation chart on Strava. So we're at -4% at the moment. I'm still running at 1% just to give it a little bit of an incline. I'm supposed to be doing a lot of elevation training. Okay, 15 signed up so far for a run in the park. Looking like it could be a good turnout. And John Hancock said he was lucky enough to run in Central Park last year. The real one, obviously. I'm looking forward to spotting some familiar features. Well, I bet you didn't run on this path in Central Park last year. So if you're just joining us, if you're wondering what's going on here, this is Zwift. Zwift running is an online computer game where you actually do the real running on a treadmill, and a brand new course has just been released overnight, and we are running around New York's Central Park with a twist. The twist is that the designers have added in a futuristic landscape, so we've got these glass roads going above the houses and above the park, and you can see through, look, the bottom, and there are futuristic buildings and flying cars. So the imagination of the Zwift designers has gone a bit wild about what New York might look like in a few years, a few tens of years time, 100 years time or so. And this is where that little glitch works very well in the camera angles, because when you're running on the solid roads, sometimes you change your camera angle and you're underneath the road and it looks all weird. But when you're on a glass road above the ground, that weird camera angle suddenly looks very good. Adam B says, what's your next trail race? My next trail race is on the 17th of November. I am running 31 miles overnight on the island of Guernsey. It's about 3,000 metres of elevation above the Met. So we're going to carry on. We'll just carry on in a straight line, keep this going, unless my camera angles manage to change the route that I'm going on. But we'll keep this one if we can. So yeah, 31 miles along the coast of Guernsey. So we go out for 15.5 miles and then turn around and come back. And it's all on the cliffs. And then, exciting one, a few days after that, I travelled to Gibraltar, and I'm going to run 3 marathons in 3 days in Spain, southern Spain. So that should be awesome. Really looking forward to that. Sarah says she really likes the futuristic features. Good job, Zwift designers, well done. So yeah, a couple of races before the end of the year. Guernsey 31 and the Spanish Trail Challenge, 3 marathons in 3 days in southern Spain. Should be good. Oh no, my... Right, let me just stop the treadmill because my iPad has fallen off again. It's the second time it's fallen off. Bear with me, let me just get off and get this iPad back. Behind this. It's amazing this thing hasn't smashed into two, you know. It's fallen off twice now. Not good at all. Maybe I'm not pulling that a lot. Ryan says, fingers crossed for the screen. Yeah, it's okay. It's amazing that it hasn't smashed. But that's twice now it's fallen off. Right, we're back on. Fingers crossed it doesn't fall off again. 6 kilometers done. So let's do 4 more and see where we're at. And if we fancy doing it a little bit more and just kind of having a bit more of a look, then we will. Yes, John Zygon says, if I'm going to Gibraltar, will I have a chance to run up the rock? Well, that's a very good point. I don't know, but I'll try my damnedest to do it, actually. Maybe I can do it on the way back, because I think I'm getting picked up. Wow, is that a train going underneath? Yeah, so when I get to Gibraltar, I think I'm getting picked up fairly soon. So it depends what time my flight arrives. If my flight arrives early, I mean, how long does it take to run up there, I wonder? Just run up the hill, come back down again, and then get my transfer to Spain and to the HQ of the race. I suppose I could do that. Or we do it on the way back. I'll find a way to run up the Rock of Gibraltar. Very good point, John. Thank you for mentioning that. So, wind taken out of my sails there a bit with the iPad falling off, so just relax for a bit at 8 kilometers an hour. There you go. Let's go to 9. So, a nice expansive view there. Yeah, and John says it'll be some good elevation. Yes, and film it. Absolutely, we'd film it. I mean, you know, I'm not often going to get the chance to go to Gibraltar, so I suppose I should try and take the opportunity. And absolutely, I would definitely film it. So, look out for that. Yeah, good idea, John. I shall try and remember to credit you with the idea. Although I think I had considered it before, but I'd just forgotten about it. So where are we now? We're over a lake. A lake in Central Park, but not the little lake in the middle that the run path goes around. This is a different lake. Really, really liking these glass roads up high. Adam says, any plans to visit Australia? Adam, I've got plans to visit so many places, but you know, it's just time and money, isn't it? There is a run that I'd like to do in Australia, but the name of it now escapes me. Red something. It's an ultra race, a multi-stage ultra race. I keep thinking it's something like Red Chicken or something weird, but it's not. I'm sure it's not that. Red something. It'd be hilarious when I find out. Red something. Probably nothing to do with red at all. Big Red Sun or no? Adam, if you know, if you look it up, some ultra race in Australia that I've read about and seen reports of that I'd love to do at some stage. It's a multi-stage race, so a few days, 3 days or something. I think first port of call is probably going to be America to do things like Western States 100 and Hard Rock.
Jack it up.
Look at the waterfall. Okay, I'll check it out, Sarah. Where is it? Let's go back up to 10 kilometers an hour now. Feeling like I'm back with it. Beautiful big sunshine there. Big Red Run, just googled it. Mark Dumbleton, thank you. Big Red Run. I don't know where I got chicken from. Big red chicken. Yes, Ryan, you're second to it. Yeah, so look that up, have a look at that. That's what I'd like to do in Australia. Be awesome. I know a few people who've done it. $250 kilometers multi-day, yeah, that's it. That's the one. Loving the buildings as the sun sets as well. It's shining on the glass buildings, the glass fronts of the buildings. So there's about 1,000 people currently on the New York course. So it shows how much road there is, because it feels quite lonely. There's not an awful lot of people around. And if there are 1,000 people on the course, I mean, they're spread out everywhere. So we're coming downhill now. 7 kilometers done. And let's see where we end up in a minute. I think we've done the glass roads, that's good. Excellent views, nice cityscapes. That's really good. That's my favourite bit so far. The run-only path around the lake is fine, but this is more interesting, definitely. So maybe this pink neon comes on at night. Stop you falling off the edge of the right, hang on a sec. Right, Com Arch. Should we go to the Com Arch for a laugh? Let's do that. Let's go to the Com Arch. Fingers crossed it doesn't get changed by my camera angles. Yeah, see, it's changed again, look. Change again, come on. Gonna make it. Come on, close up that circle. Hurry up. Good stuff. Right, we're going right. The Com Arch. Com is king of the mountain, by the way, if you didn't know. Left, not right, sorry. So, nighttime in New York. So if you get a chance to join Monday Run Club or Saturday Run in the Park, actually I assume Monday Run Club will be still at New York. I don't know how many days New York's on for, but yeah, do come and run on this because it's great. I wasn't that bothered about Innsbruck when it happened. Innsbruck's nice, but because it's based on the World Championship cycling course, they had to kind of stick quite rigidly to real life. And it's all right. It's a very pleasant course, and I like the mountains. A theatre down there, look. Open air theatre. But I think I like New York better than Innsbruck. More exciting. This is the thing about real life versus imagination. Sometimes you just can't do things in a real world course that you can do when you just let your imagination run wild and make things up. Oh, Sarah says the waterfall was back where I dropped my iPod. Okay, well, I'll just have to see it next time. I think this may relegate Richmond to like one day a month right now. It'd be interesting when they introduce world swapping so that you can just choose what world you want to go on. It'd be interesting how many people do ride Richmond. Bless it, poor old course. Nobody likes it really, do they? Very few people do. 8 kilometres done in 53 minutes. Keep checking my iPad now, making sure it's not falling on the floor, making sure that the back is nice and rigid. So if there's a turning in a minute to come off the glass roads, I will get back down onto the run path if we can, somewhere, and we'll get to 10k and call it a day there, I think. Certainly got some good views. I quite like it when it's daytime though. I'd like it to be daylight again in a minute. We're heading towards the Com Arch. Crowds on the right hand side there. But I don't know how far away the Com Arch is. So if I come to a turning where it allows me to come off the rooftop road and back down onto ground level, I will do that. We'll go back amongst the foliage and the trees and the lake. I guess that's the advantage of being on a bike, is you can cover a lot more ground quickly. The advantage of running is that you get more time to look around at the scenery. So numbers growing, well over 1,000 people now on the new course. If you are at work this morning and you're watching secretly on your phone, get back to work. Turn it off. Or just keep watching in secret, it's fine. Again, you can see the flying cars up there, look. Awesome. Big moon. Right, not far from this turn. Hopefully this turn will bring us to somewhere where we can change routes. If you're watching on YouTube, hello everybody, thanks for joining me. Please do click that subscribe button, please do click that little bell notification button, that'd be great, thank you. Trying to grow the channel, trying to give you guys lots more Zwift content and lots more real world running content, product reviews, training advice, lots of stuff on the Film My Run YouTube channel. Right, heading downhill. Little viewing platform there, look. Steps leading up. Nice. Nine kilometers done, 59 minutes running. Going back up again now. Oh, I should be doing the incline, shouldn't I? 7. Slow it down. 5, 4, 3. Oh, I don't know. I'm still on 7, just for a bit. Climb a few meters. The actual road is -3, but I'm on +7% incline. So if you do look at my Strava, completely ignore the elevation because I've not really done it properly. 1 hour of running. Right, looking forward to a change of direction in a minute. Been on this road for a while now, quite like to get down. I was hoping to finish at 10k, but we might have to go a bit further than that. Looks like there might be a junction up here. sun's coming up. It's a new day in New York. Right, horse carriages or commarch? Let's go to the horse carriages, shall we? Come on, circle, get round. It's going to change to commarch just as it gets there, isn't it? Come on, horse carriages. Okay, we got it, we've got it, we've got it. Yes, okay, straight ahead. Down, back onto the ground level. So we'll finish off the run in the next kilometre or so. Down, back on ground level. Having seen, I think, a fair bit of the new course. Some good views. Certainly loving the glass raised run and cycle road. Essex House. Is there an Essex House in New York then? I'm guessing there is. Owen says he's watching while digging into a proper Irish briar. Awesome. So what's the difference between a proper Irish fry-up and an English full breakfast, Owen? Sarah, okay, running the Venice Marathon. And Sarah says she normally runs with bone conductors, but there's a total ban of any kind of headphones for the Venice Marathon. Well,
if you are interested in running on Zwift, then you do need a few things. First and foremost, access to a treadmill. You may have your own, you may need to go to a gym, but it doesn't matter what kind of treadmill you use. Secondly, if you are on a Mac or a PC, you will need a foot pod, and that foot pod needs to be an Ant Plus foot pod. It needs to broadcast in Ant Plus. You will also need a USB stick to plug into your computer or Mac, and that will receive the signal from your Ant Plus foot pod. If you're using an iOS device, it could be an iPad, an iPhone, or even Apple TV, then you will need a Bluetooth foot pod, specifically a smart Bluetooth foot pod. You can get them from Polar, you can get a Stride, or you can get a Milestone foot pod. These all connect direct to your iOS device, so there's no need for anything extra. And that really is all you need to run on Zwift. So get that foot pod, get access to a treadmill, and we'll see you on Zwift very soon.
so in this case I don't actually care where I go, so it looks like my camera angle has changed to Tavern on the Green. Now back to horse carriages. Doesn't know what to do, does it? Right, Owen says an Irish fry-up. The difference between an Irish fry-up and an English full breakfast is an Irish fry-up is better. And I imagine that means instead of a big mug of tea that you would get with an English full breakfast, you get a big mug of beer. Is that right, Owen? Sarah, back to Venice. I would advise, first off, go and do some runs without headphones. Go and do your training runs without headphones. Because you need to get used to it. I mean, if you always run with headphones and with music, you need to get used to running without music. Some people feel like the music helps motivate them, the music helps drive them along, and if that's how you feel, then you need to get used to not having it, because you will need to be able to drive yourself along. Hopefully in Venice there will be crowds to cheer you on, I mean, I never wear headphones, and obviously I'm just used to it. I say that, I'm wearing them now, but I never wear headphones when I'm outside running, really. Hardly ever. And so you need the crowds to drive you along. Look at the scenery. A lot of what I do a lot of the time is simply calculating my pace, looking at my split times, making sure I'm on track. There's not a lot of other advice that I can give you other than go and get used to doing it before the Venice Marathon. Do it. Run your training runs without headphones and just enjoy listening to the birds or the wind or the atmosphere around you rather than being enclosed in those headphones. And Roman, hello, still running, he says. Glad he caught me before I finished. Thanks, Roman. Oh, Owen says it's a bit early for beer. What are you talking about? What kind of Irishman are you? I don't believe I've just heard the sentence "bit early for beer" from an Irishman. And Roman's asking me what I think of New York on Zwift. I am loving it. I really, really like the roads, the glass roads above the city. Fantastic. And these roads are nice, and the run-only path by the lake is lovely. Hot dog stands there. So yeah, I'm really, really impressed. Really like it. I love the buildings. I love the flying cars. I love the futuristic nature of some of the design. Awesome. So let's go up to 11 kilometers. The horse and carriage is there. That's what that's where we thought we were coming to. So if you want to get a horse carriage ride around New York, oh look, awesome! They're modern ones with like neon legs. John says he doesn't miss his kids broke his headphones and he doesn't miss them, so that's good. So positive idea there from John. Just get your kids to break your headphones so you can't use them anyway. But yeah, you'll get used to it. You'll get used to not having your headphones on. Do you know what? Sometimes, I mean, I do wear headphones for Zwift. And sometimes when you take them off, it's such a relief. Go back up to 10 just to finish off. Hello, Hen. Hen says, hello, everyone. Bit late though, Hen. I'm nearly finished. Unless you've been here all the time and just this is the first time you've commented. What do you think of New York? You like it? Everybody who's watching, what's your opinion? What do you think of what you've seen? I certainly like it better than Richmond and Innsbruck. I do love London and I do love Watopia. So it's going to have to fight hard to win my affections over London and Watopia. Thanks, John. John says it looks good. Look at those modern floating horse and carriages. Statue of a dog there. That is. No, there are no deep trail tracks, I don't think. I know that is something they're working on though. We will, at some point, have some trail to run on, and I think it's going to be Watopia at some point. Ryan looking forward to trying Zwift for the first time. So Ryan, honestly, all the courses are great. You'll really love them. And your opinion is just as valid as everybody else's. In fact, somewhat more valid in a way, because you're using your objectivity, having never run on Zwift before. You're just seeing it from the outside, looking in with no preconceived ideas about what it should look like. Oh, now I've gone up to 10 kilometers an hour on my treadmill, but I've not changed at all on Zwift, so I don't know why that is. I've obviously disconnected somewhere. Anyway, that is 11 kilometers run, so we are going to call it a day there. Adam says it looks good as well, thank you. There we are. Now I'm going to press stop on my treadmill, but we're not going to stop on Zwift because I've had a disconnect. So let's just go in here, click, go to menu, go to pairing, unpair. There we are. And now we've stopped. Sometimes that occasionally happens, maybe if there's a dip in internet connection or Wi-Fi connection. Sarah says thank you, no problem Sarah. Hope to see you on Zwift very soon. That's 11 kilometers, 1 hour and 12 minutes of running around the brand new New York course. I think my favourite part is most definitely the glass roads. And but there's plenty more to explore. I mean, we've not even touched the surface really. Loads of road to discover in the next few days and weeks. And DIY Tech Repairs says thank you, he's going off for his real world run now. Good plan. Right, let's turn that off. Let's go to the camera here. Like that. There we are. Okay, so that's my 10k run for today. You lot all go off, finish what you've got to do and then go out for your run today. Either on Zwift or in the real world. Enjoy yourselves. See you for another episode of Zwift running. Not tomorrow, Monday Run Club probably. I'll do real world running tomorrow and Sunday. I need to get some miles in on Sunday on the hills, so that's what I'm going to do over the weekend. And we'll see you for Monday Run Club, 7:30 UK time on Monday. Surprisingly enough, Monday Run Club is always on a Monday. I don't know if that makes sense to you. Right, there we are. That's New York. Awesome stuff. Really enjoyed it. Take care. See you soon. Bye, guys. Thanks for joining me. Thank you very much for joining me on YouTube and Facebook. Really, really appreciate you being there for me. Thank you very much. See you guys. Bye.